What if I told you that beneath a regular house in Bethesda lies a network of tunnels that hold a dark secret? Picture this, a typical suburban neighborhood in Bethesda, where leafy trees line the streets and children's laughter echoes in the air. Nestled among these homes was one that seemed just like the rest. But behind its ordinary facade, it held a secret that would shock the community to its core. The day was like any other in 2017, until a sudden, devastating house fire erupted, tearing through the tranquility of the neighborhood. Flames ravaged the building, smoke billowed into the sky, and the sirens of fire trucks pierced the air. The residents could only stand by, watching in horror as the fire consumed the house that was once a symbol of suburban tranquility. As the brave firefighters battled the blaze, a chilling discovery was made. In the basement of the house, amid the smoldering ruins, lay the lifeless body of a man. The local community was left reeling, their quiet suburb shattered by this gruesome find. Who was this man? And what was he doing in the basement of a house that, until now, seemed just like any other? But the discovery of the body was just the beginning. As investigators delved into the ashes of the house, they stumbled upon an even more disturbing revelation. Beneath the charred foundation of the house, a network of tunnels extended all the way to the street. It was as if the house was sitting on top of a secret underground world, hidden from the unsuspecting eyes of the Bethesda community. The house fire and the body in the basement sent shockwaves through the community, but the mysterious tunnels posed a new set of questions. Who built them? And why? What purpose did they serve? And most importantly, what secrets did they hide? As the smoke cleared and the ashes settled, investigators would soon uncover a mystery far deeper than anyone could have anticipated. Beneath the charred remnants of the house, investigators stumbled upon an enigmatic labyrinth of tunnels. As they ventured further into the darkness, they found an intricate network of passages stretching far beyond the confines of the house. The tunnels extended all the way to the street, a testament to the relentless labor that went into their construction. These subterranean passages weren't crudely dug out. They were methodically carved into the earth, fortified with wooden supports and lined with power cables and lights. Yet, despite the meticulous planning, the conditions within were nothing short of perilous. The air was thick with dust, making it hard to breathe. There was no ventilation, and the risk of collapse was a constant threat. It was a hazardous environment, to say the least, and it was here that Askia Khafre, the body found in the basement, was said to have spent his final days. The man behind this daunting endeavor was the house owner himself, Daniel Beckwith. A reclusive millionaire with a penchant for secrecy, Beckwith was a software engineer by trade, but his true passion lay in the realm of survivalism. Beckwith had a deep-seated fear of a nuclear attack and had decided to build a bunker beneath his house. But Beckwith's approach to constructing this fallout shelter was far from conventional. He had allegedly hired Khafre to dig the tunnels, but in a cruel twist of fate, it was these very tunnels that would become Khafre's tomb. Beckwith was meticulous in his efforts to maintain secrecy. He would pick up Khafre from his home, drive him around in a car with blacked-out windows to disorient him, and then bring him to the house to dig. The police alleged that Beckwith ignored the dangerous conditions within the tunnels, putting Khafre's life at risk. But the question remained, what was the purpose of these tunnels, and why would anyone risk their life to build them? The body found in the basement was identified as Askia Khafre, a man hired by Beckwith. A promising young entrepreneur, Khafre had dreams of making it big. His path crossed with Beckwith's under the pretense of an investment opportunity. Beckwith, a wealthy stock trader and an eccentric, had a project that required manual labor, a network of tunnels beneath his house. As strange as the project sounded, Khafre agreed, driven by the allure of potential financial backing for his own venture. Little did he know that his decision would lead him into a perilous labyrinth far from the eyes of the world. Beckwith's method of bringing Khafre to work was as cryptic as his project. He'd pick Khafre up from his home, drive him around in a circuitous route to disorient him, and then bring him to the house with blackout glasses on. This was supposedly to maintain the secrecy of the project. When the tragedy struck and Khafre's life was extinguished in the inferno, the authorities were quick to act. Beckwith was charged with second-degree murder and involuntary manslaughter. The prosecution argued that Beckwith's blatant disregard for safety standards and his obsessive secrecy had created the conditions for the fatal disaster. But despite the charges, the true motives behind the creation of the tunnels and Khafre's death remained shrouded in mystery. As the case against Beckwith unfolded, more questions than answers emerged. While the discovery of the clandestine tunnels and the tragic death of Askia Khafre are facts, the purpose of this subterranean network and Beckwith's true intentions remain shrouded in mystery. Was it a doomsday bunker, as some speculate, a misguided attempt by Beckwith to create a safe haven in case of a nuclear attack or a global pandemic? Or was it a more sinister endeavor, its true purpose known only to its creator? Regardless of the intent, the fact remains that a man lost his life in the pursuit of this project. The impact of this case on the Bethesda community has been profound. A sense of unease has settled over the neighborhood, a chilling reminder of the horrors that unfolded beneath an otherwise ordinary suburban home. Residents are left grappling with the chilling reality that beneath their feet, a network of tunnels might be lurking, hidden from view. In the aftermath, the questions continue to multiply. What drove Beckwith to such extreme measures? What was the true purpose of the tunnels? And how did Khafre, a young man with his whole life ahead of him, become entangled in this dangerous endeavor? To this day, the Bethesda House of Horrors remains a haunting enigma, its dark secrets buried deep within its labyrinthine tunnels.